All right, let's take a look at number 14. So we're going to graph y equals 2/7 x plus 4. So we did this in the last unit, but it's good review. We have y equals mx plus b. So the b value here in this first one is 4. So you go to 4 on the graph. That's going to be your starting point. And so now the m, the slope, is 2/7. And so remember that our definition of slope is the rise of over the run. So we're just going to go up 2 and then over 7. And since I'm out of space, I'm going to do the opposite now. Go down to back 7, down to back 7. And so this is where I'm going to draw my line. Alright, that's close enough for now. Let's graph the other one in red. So now our y-intercept is going to be -2, so we're going to start down here. And so now we have a negative slope, and so you have to make one of the numbers negative. You can do -4/7. You could do 4/-7, but you cannot do negative over a negative, because a negative over a negative becomes a positive. So we can't do this one. So it's either one of these. So I'm going to go down 4/7, up 4 to the left 7, and that's what we wanted to happen. We wanted the two lines to cross and land on one of those points that we drew. So now let's go ahead and graph our other line. And so what we're looking for, our answer to this, is where these lines cross, that ordered pair. So we're going to go over -7 and up 2. So the answer is -7, +2. Alright, for 15, you should notice that these are not in our slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. So that's just going to mean that we have an extra step. So 2x minus 3y equals 24. And so we want it to look like this. So we want y to be on the left-hand side and everything else to be on the right. So to do this, we just undo the equation. We solve the equation for y. So since this is a +2, we're going to minus 2x from both sides. Now even though I write the 2x underneath the 24, since they're not like terms, I can't actually combine them, and so I just have to write -2x plus 24. Now I need to get rid of the -3. I divide both sides by -3. So this goes away. -3 divided by -3 is just 1y. And so now a negative divided by a negative is a positive, and 2/3 you have to leave as a fraction. Now positive divided by a negative gives me a negative, and 24 divided by 3 is 8. And so now I have my equation in y equals mx plus b form, and so I'll be able to graph that. But before we do that, let's go ahead and take care of the other equation. So we have 2x minus 3y equals -12. I'm going to have the same first step. So we get -3y equals -2x plus 12. Divide by the number in front of the y, the -3. And so now these cancel out, and I'm left with y equals, again, +2/3 x, and positive divided by negative is a minus, and 12 divided by 3 is 4. So So let's go ahead and graph the first equation. So we're going to start at -8, and that's our y-intercept. And we're going to go up 2 over 3, up 2 over 3. There's that first line. Now let's graph the second one. Here we have a y-intercept of -4, so we start here. And we go up 2 over 3. So, as you can see, these lines are not going to touch. So when the lines don't touch, it's impossible for them to have a point of intersection, so there's no solution. So whenever you graph them and you have parallel lines, you get no solution.